going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I do hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by as ever. I always appreciate it. Really quickly before we get into the video, if you could hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Like the video as well if you're enjoying it, and any comments that you want to make, please feel free, leave them in the comment section down below. Also as well, before we get into it, 4,000 views on my last video is nuts for a channel that has sub 500 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support in that. Genuinely, really do appreciate it. So I did do a preview video for the Watford game, which has just ended 2-2, and I would have posted it, but the problem was that the audio was absolutely shockingly bad. It cut out, so I ended up not posting it. And it's funny because I did say that I did think that potentially this was going to be quite a difficult game for us. Most of the results bar Ipswich all went our way. Nobody saw Leicester losing. They lost. Ipswich, a goalkeeping error, and then they got absolutely battered for the rest of the game, and then 3 goals were judged to have been offside. You've got to give them credit. But anyways, we finished the game 2-2. Performance was horrible in the first half, just diabolical in the first half, and better in the second half. I'm not going to sit here and say that we were incredible in the second half. We weren't. The thing that made the changes was the substitutions. So Firpo coming on, Joseph coming on. The good thing is that we're still unbeaten. The good thing is that that's a point gained on Leicester. So we're a point behind Ipswich now, and we have to go for the 3 points on the Monday. That's, there's no two ways about it. That's what we're going for. 3 points on Monday. That's all that we need to do, and just keep the games coming and keep them going. The main thing is that we got a point. We managed to get ourselves out of trouble. That's the main thing. The performance was terrible. I have to say that I think the lineup was wrong. I think it's the first time that I've ever looked at a lineup and gone, I'm not sure I agree with Farkes on this one. Sorry. For me, I would have kept Ampadu at centre-back. I would have put Byram at right-back. I would have put Firpo at left-back, and I would have moved Archie into midfield. For me, that would have made more sense. And this isn't me now going to be dragging out Liam Cooper. I think, with honesty, bringing Cooper into a game of this importance when he hasn't played a proper 90-minute match in the league for such a long period of time now is expecting a little bit too much. And the problem that we had is that the change that we made was all on the left-hand side. And it's no coincidence that change then culminated in a couple of goals going in. Byram didn't play particularly well. Like I said, Cooper didn't play very, very well. Rodon saved the day to stop it from being at 2-0. But the constructive criticism, the criticism that I've got of Cooper is that he's not up to the match standards within the EFL because he hasn't played enough at the moment. He's come in late at games, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then you've got a lot of people saying, let's bring in Charlie Cresswell. Well, Charlie Cresswell plays on the right, so are you suggesting that we take Rodon out and put Cresswell in? It had to be the left-sided one. And this is the problem that we've got with Strout now being out for the remainder of the season, is we haven't got a spare left-sided defender to come in. But the issue that we had is that we changed a formation, and that 2 centre-back pairing had gone 1,200 minutes without conceding a goal. And that was the big issue for me. That was the problem. And I think you could tell that Farkes probably kind of realised that he made that mistake, and that was when he made the change where he bought Cooper off, put Ampadu to centre-back, moved Archie into the middle and put Byram to the right, and then moved Firpo to left-back, which is what we all kind of thought would happen anyways. And immediately we were almost better. There was more control, more consistency, a little bit more calm. Watford, for the entire 90 minutes, weren't exactly brilliant. I don't think they were brilliant at all. We bring on Joseph and Firpo, and then obviously, we get the equalising goal. Weird, because their first goal comes from a ridiculous save from Meslier. And then just to follow up on the rebound, I mean, there's nothing he can do about that. For me, the defender on the post needs to do a little bit better. Rather than sitting on the post, needs to come out and get in the face a little bit more. But it is what it is. Like I said, we haven't lost the game. And then you've got, certain people on Twitter name calling at halftime. And I'm sorry, but I'm not having that. We all get passionate about football. We all get, high on it all about all of that kind of stuff. That's fair. We do that. We love our team, everything like that. But if you cannot criticise a player without having to resort to name calling, then I'm sorry, but you are... You don't know. No, you just... I don't agree with it at all. I think it's silly. I think it's childish. I think it's... As soon as you resort to that kind of stuff, you lose your argument, especially with your own players. You just... For me, you can't do that at all. You don't. It's that simple. You just don't. And it's really disappointing to see people with big followings making that kind of assessment and putting in name calling and stuff at the time. By all means, criticise, slow to react, called for offside when the player was onside, absolutely fine. Got out jumped, absolutely fine. Got no issue with that at all. Don't start resorting to name calling because it's just pathetic in my eyes and shouldn't happen. It really, really shouldn't happen, and people should know better than that. It just shouldn't happen. Rant over. That's it. Okay, so second half comes around, we make the substitutes, and immediately we're better. I think we literally went 3-4. What did we end up doing? Yeah, we went 3-4-3 pretty much, but it was more like a 3-2, a 3-2-5. Joseph literally scores with his third touch. Really pleased for him. I think he's got the knack of knowing for goal poaching and stuff. So fair play to him. Pirou, a couple of errant touches when he came on, but again, I don't know. It's that not being at the races a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure. And then we nearly seal it. Somerville nearly scores. Great save by Bauchman. And then Anthony on the follow-up thought he buried it, but Bauchman makes another save again. So we technically nearly could have undeservedly walked away with 3 points and everybody would have been happy and sitting pretty. But we come away with two, with a 2-2 draw. It's 1 point. We still sit in second. Leicester are now down to third. Ipswich top of the league by a point. Fairs. You can't, do you know what I mean? There's nothing you can say about that. There are still going to be twists and turns in this. There absolutely will there still be twists and turns in this. But just to remind everybody, we are still unbeaten in 2024. There's nothing else you can say about that. That is literally the definition of heroic. Unbelievable. So I'm glad we didn't lose, because I think the meltdown on social media and online would have been absolutely horrific. It was at half-time. I did say myself that I felt that there needed to be changes at half-time. At half-time, I would have made the change of bringing Cooper off and putting Ampadu centre-back and then bringing Firpo on and doing the little switch around with Gray going to midfield and everything. That's what I would have done at halftime. But we know Farke isn't about that, and he's not about to make that type of change at halftime because it just isn't within his makeup to do so. But tonight, I think personally was the first time Farke made an error in terms of the side that he picked to play. I also think that, and it's that same old thing, same old of international breaks absolutely shafting us from a great height. We've got Nonto out, we've got Gruev out, we've got Roberts out as well. So that's 3 players that are out via injury. We were lucky to get Rutter back. I didn't expect him to start tonight, so to say that he started today, fine. We've just got to take the points, run away from Vicarage Road, and then we need to go again on the Monday and just pick up the 3 points. That's all we need to do. Just pick up the 3 points. And if we keep consistently doing this, like I said, it's still in our hands to get promoted automatically. We just need to keep winning games. That's it. We just need to keep winning games. And scoring lots of goals would be really, really nice. I say it's in our hands, but obviously Leicester have got that game in hand. But it's going to be an exciting end to the season, and it's going to be an end to the season that I don't think any of us are going to like. It's going to be horrible. But am I disappointed about tonight? Yeah, a little bit. Watford is 16th, and we should, technically on paper, we should beat them. However, they did, or the boys did well to bring that back in the second half, because we didn't look like we were bringing anything back. And we did a good job to bring it back, to score the goals, and to be able to come away there with a point, which I think is going to be very important for how it progresses or how the rest of the season goes on. Like I said, the games are going to come thick and fast now for a couple of teams. They're going to pile up a little bit. So we just have to wait and see what happens. That's going to do it for this one. I'm, annoyed about the way that we played, but luckily it's a quick turnaround where we can make it right. So that's the main thing for me. The boys didn't look at it. They didn't look at the races. Everybody didn't look at it tonight. And they need to buck up their ideas, because if they want to get out of this league, you have to make your own luck, a la Ipswich. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. If you've enjoyed it, please click the like button. If you're new to the channel, please also don't forget to subscribe. Any comments that you want to make, please feel free, leave them in the comment section down below. And I'll see you on the next one. I would say relax, but nobody can relax at the moment, can they? Take care.